Was this baby planned or was this baby an accident? How to get pregnant with PCOS. Nothing's ever too personal on AMAN's channel. Did you have any symptoms that made you take the test? Welcome to my channel. You're watching AMAN here on Tour Beauty. If you're new to my channel, then hi and welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. As you guys can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing a pregnancy related Q&A. Now, I asked you guys over on my Instagram what questions you guys had related to my pregnancy. I made the announcement on Instagram and wow, the amount of love I got from you guys, not only on Instagram, but from YouTube and TikTok was literally shocking. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so thankful to all of you guys, the support you guys have given me so far, and just the love you guys have given to me and my family. When I asked the questions over on Instagram, I actually got so many questions from you guys, and I'm so excited to finally sit down and answer all of these questions. You don't know how much it has been killing me not to talk to you guys about this pregnancy for like literally what is the last 3 months. I found out over 2.5 months ago. I found out very, very early in my pregnancy, and holding this secret was literally the bane of my life. So I am finally so happy to sit down and basically answer all of your questions. So without further ado, let's get straight in and let's answer them all. So one of the most popular questions I got was literally how I was feeling. Honestly, guys, I'm feeling a lot better now. The first, I would say 2.5 months since I found out were just so tiring. I was constantly tired in the first trimester. I was sleeping every single day. I was literally having about half an hour to 1 hour's nap every single day. My kids would go to school and I would just have a nap throughout the day because that was the only way I could find myself. Did you plan or take any supplements prior? Sorry if that's too personal. Nothing's ever too personal on AMAN's channel. You guys know I love telling you guys everything about my life. I think my openness helps individuals like yourselves, and I think that is so important for us. So in terms of supplements, I had made a previous video, which I'll pop somewhere over here, which was related to my PCOS, where I talked about this kind of stuff I do and take to control my PCOS. So that was, I would say, 9 out of 10 contribution towards my pregnancy. I controlled my weight, I was gymming, and I think we all really, really need to understand how much of a difference exercise makes with our hormones, with pregnancy, and with health in general. Exercise and clean eating is literally 99.9% of our life, and the positive changes it can bring to us. So I definitely think that definitely helped. In terms of supplements, I was taking folic acid. I was taking large sums of folic acid. I had just done some research, and when I had my pregnancy with my first child as well, I took folic acid and I just knew how much folic acid helps to get pregnant. So I had started taking that, I would say literally only about 3 weeks. I was also taking iron supplements because I suffer with anemia, and I just knew iron would really, really help me just generally with my gym, with my health, with maintaining my energy levels. And then I was just taking other general vitamins like, you know, your normal vitamin. But I think the biggest supplement that helped in the pregnancy had to be the folic acid. How far along are you? So I think now so at this point right now that I'm making this video, I am 13.5 weeks. I'm still very early. I have made my announcement as soon as I hit the 12 weeks and I had my scan because I wanted to share my journey with you guys. So I'm very early. I'm 13.5 at this point, and the baby is due towards the end of the year. I guess you guys can do your maths and work it out for yourself. Did you get pregnant naturally? Yes, I did. I didn't obviously go for IVF. There wasn't anything that I had to do or take. I think I would still say, even though I took folic acid, it's still a very natural pregnancy. And yeah, it's a very natural pregnancy. How to get pregnant with PCOS. Again, like I said, I would recommend watching my PCOS video. Another person I would really highly recommend to watch is Fitness with Keisha. She talks so much about PCOS. I will link her Instagram page over here. She is the best. You need to follow her. She's got her own pregnancy journey. She, I believe, lost a baby and she's had a rainbow baby, beautiful baby girl, absolutely gorgeous. And she would be the perfect person to talk to about PCOS. I am no special person, so I wouldn't really recommend listening to everything. I mean, listen to what I did. Everyone's experience are different, but she knows a lot more of what she is talking about. But with me, PCOS, I have just found with all 3 of my pregnancies, 2 with my other children, exercise is the most important thing about health. If you're not exercising and you're not eating clean, then what is the point? Start doing that and you'll start seeing a lot of changes in your life. The age difference between your kids. So my oldest is currently 7, my youngest is currently 4. So when this baby comes into the world, my son will be 7.5 and my daughter will be nearly 5 years old. So we'll have basically a nearly 8 years gap between the oldest and the youngest and a nearly 5-year gap between the oldest and the youngest. Was I concerned about the age gaps? Of course I was. Am I concerned now? No. I think it's going to flow naturally and I think the kids will be a great help and I'm no longer stressed about the age gap. How has your first trimester been? My first trimester was great. I would say it was great, to be honest. In comparison to other people and what I've seen, it was actually a piece of cake. I have found that all 3 trimesters have been a piece of cake for me in terms of I've not had any sickness in all 3 pregnancies. I've seen women where they are constantly ill, they are so sick, they're vomiting all the time. I am so lucky that in all 3 of my pregnancies, I've not had to have that experience. I've not experienced that at all, which I am so thankful for. I did feel a little bit of nausea. I did feel like I was going to be sick here and there, but I never was. I was absolutely fine. The only thing was I was just constantly tired, as I mentioned already. But other than that, I think I was doing really, really good. I did feel like I struggled in terms of lifestyle changes. I'm a person who likes to go out, have a nice drink, and I think with the spring summer weather, I was like, okay, we cannot have a glass of Prosecco or a glass of wine in the evening anymore. So I think those kind of things I did struggle with. And then I think when I was just grasping how life is going to change afterwards, I was also feeling a little bit of anxiety. And then I think I was very tearful. So anyone could tell me something like, I don't know, just a random thing like, you know what, Aman, I don't want to chill with you today. And I would literally burst into tears. I would be so upset and I would cry. And I just cried. I felt like in this pregnancy, I have cried a lot and I have no idea why that is. But I think that was what my first trimester consisted of. So one of the most popular questions obviously was how I was feeling. The second most popular question was this baby planned or was this baby an accident? Dun, 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 dun. This baby was planned, guys. This baby was planned. So I will try and enter a few little clips if I can still find them on my phones. And these clips are basically from me trying for the baby. So if you guys follow my life, you guys will see I often babysit my brother's son. And I think with him coming over to our house and spending the night, me and Jeggy just got really, 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 really broody. And we kind of just felt like if we're handling him well, we reckon we can handle a third really well. Last year, we spent a lot of time just thinking. And then I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I'll try look in my archive. But I posted this Instagram post on Instagram a long while ago, sometime last year, where I said I'm manifesting something very huge and I just cannot wait to get it. And that was this pregnancy. On this side, I will attach a picture from my mood board. So these are some pictures from my mood board. I've got a picture of me pregnant and I've got a picture of just a picture saying coming soon. So I had popped these onto my mood board in January where I had told myself, yes, we are gonna get pregnant, and we are gonna do this, guys. We're gonna do this. So we started planning for the baby in November, and then I was very determined that I'm very fertile because I conceived Abby really like instantly. And I was very determined we're gonna have this baby and we're gonna make the announcement in December. But it just didn't happen that way. And like I told you guys, my PCOS just was really, really high last year. I was just not having my periods and things were just really, really rocky. So then that's when I got back into the gym routine and thought I'll work on my health first. So we'd actually been trying to conceive since November, which isn't very long in terms of like other women who try and conceive for years and years. But yeah, we conceived, we tried in November, did not work, no luck in December. Again, like I got my period in November, so we were good to try for, no, I got my period in October, we were good to try for November. I got my period in November, I was good to try for December. I didn't get my period in December, so January, I probably wouldn't have conceived, I don't know. January didn't work, and then February didn't work, and then when you look at my dates, I actually conceived in March. So that is it, but here we go, guys. That was the most popular question everyone kept asking was this baby planned? Yes, it was planned. It wasn't an accident where I was like one day, ooh, I gotta do a pregnancy test, gotta see it. In the announcement video, it looks like I was shocked, and believe me not, I was shocked because I was so tired of taking tests and then being negative. I was so tired. Even last year when we weren't planning for a baby, I'd constantly take pregnancy tests and they would always be negative, and at the back, somewhere down the line, I was always very unhappy from those negative tests, and probably because I've always wanted to have a third kid. It's always been on the table for me. That card has literally always been on the table for me. What diet did you do before becoming pregnant? Again, there wasn't a specific diet plan that I followed. Main thing I did was because I was gymming, I was just eating high protein foods, and that was purely because I wanted to keep myself full throughout the day. And then I was still doing low calorie meals, so I was taking 12 to 1400 calories a day, and that was purely because I was trying to lose that fat and I was just trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So there wasn't any specific diet plans I followed, just high protein, healthy food. I stayed off the oils, I stayed off fatty food from outside, I avoided takeaways. I don't really drink fizzy drinks and juices, but I would just stick to water. So just things like that, just a healthy lifestyle. When did you know it was the right time to go from 2 kids to 3? I think it's just like, how do you know he's the one? It's just this instinct, like this instant feeling you get within yourself. I kind of just knew I always wanted 3. I probably would have liked to have 3 more closer in age, but obviously in a marriage, you got to compromise, and in terms of, you know, our life, we just couldn't have 3 straight away. Things just wouldn't work for us. We had to buy ourselves a house. We then had to build this house. So there was a lot of things which were stopping, and then to bring a baby into all of that was just never right. So at this stage, it was fine to bring a baby into it. So I think that's why we ended up saying, okay, it's time to go from 3. But I think it's just about your finances. I think it's just yourself and how you feel, and I think it's just one of those things. That's how I would say. Someone asks, boy or girl, will you find the gender or keep it a surprise? Oh, we are so unsure about this. So as you guys know, Harvey wasn't a surprise. We knew we were having a boy. We just didn't tell anybody else. So only our nearest and dearest knew. So there was only about 3 or 4 people who knew the gender of our baby the first time. And then with Avi, you guys know, at 20 weeks, we had the scan, we found out it was a girl, and we did a gender reveal. This time round, I am debating whether to not find the gender out at all. So keep it a surprise for me and Juggy as well, just by neutral clothes. And then when the baby arrives, it will just be a surprise when I've given birth. I think that's the way to do it. Or we are thinking to find out, but keep it amongst ourselves again, and just our nearest, probably like my brother, my cousin knowing, and then reveal it to the social life, reveal it online once the baby is here. That is the way we are feeling, to reveal it to everyone once the baby is here. But we don't know, it could change. I could reveal it to you guys could probably know the gender, or you'll just have to wait until the birth. I just need to make that decision. Will we see more family vlogs? Yes, you will. I'm gonna really try more vlogs, more family vlogs, and I will try and do more content for you guys. I think sometimes I just really need to push myself, because I kind of forget that I have an online world, and this is kind of like my work now. And I just forget, and sometimes I just kind of want some time to myself, because it is very hard. You do get tired, it is overwhelming, but definitely I am going to try have a lot more like pregnancy related content for you guys. But these are all of the questions which I'm going to be answering today. Firstly, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who wished me and my family, everyone who congratulated me, everyone who took their time out to send me an individual message. I know I can sometimes be delayed in replying to everyone, but thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I am just very excited for this next journey, and I'm just so thankful to be sharing this journey with you guys. Like always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any more pregnancy related questions, leave some comments down below and I'll be sure to reply back to those comments. I think they might be easier to reply back to comments on here rather than my TikTok and Instagram. So leave some comments down below and I'll get to each question individually. So this is going to be so exciting. But other than that, I'm going to love you guys and leave you. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. And if you're not, do follow me on my other platforms, which are Instagram and TikTok, all at Tor Beauty. But that is it from me for now, guys, and hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.